So I just filmed this video, and I would like to warn you that there is an unexpected outburst of tears. So be prepared. Hi guys, if you're new, my name is Chelsea Crockett. I'm a YouTuber here on the YouTube space, and I'm also a businesswoman, an entrepreneur, a sister, a daughter, a granddaughter, a lot of things. I'm a lot of things. Just like you may be all those things, I also am, and I strive to post videos on the internet for teenage girls and just teenagers in general to relate to, and also just so they can gain advice from someone who's been through certain things so they don't have to go through it. I wanted to share with you guys today the sole purpose that I'm here on the earth and the purpose of why God created me, and maybe this can relate to you or inspire you in some way, shape, or form. I really just wanted to share my testimony with you guys on how I came to Christ. So if you didn't know this, I'm a Christian, and one thing that I'm not ashamed about is my faith. Growing up, I was raised in a Christian family. I did go to church and everything, but I wouldn't say that I had a relationship with God like growing up. I didn't come to Christ or really want a relationship with Him until I'd say I was about 10. I was in the bathtub and I was just like, Mom, I think I want to give my life to God. I just made that decision on my own as a kid, and I didn't really feel like someone necessarily had to like persuade me or anything. It just clicked in my head at a young age. But growing up right after that, I pretty much lived my life as a normal kid would. Like, I stumbled all throughout like middle school years. I wasn't living for God. Yeah, I just struggled with friends. I struggled with finding acceptance, and I didn't really find my true worth until high school. And so freshman year rolled along, and I had the same friends for the most part, except I kind of stopped hanging out with some of the ones that I felt like I had to prove myself to. And it was such a great change, and I continued to have some of the same friends that were kind of going through the same thing that I was, but we're all in the same group, and we didn't know that we were all struggling with acceptance. And at this time, my family wasn't going to church just for different reasons, and so I felt like my friends were really great influences in my life. Sophomore year, I went to this thing called D-Now, and it's called Discipleship Now. That's what it stands for. And I was with a group of girls that I had just been hanging out with in high school and really enjoyed their friendship and everything. And we were all going through some things, and so we were just sharing those things, and we were in this dark room. The door was closed, and it was about 2 in the morning. And I'm telling you, the best conversations happen at 2 in the morning. And so we talked for about an hour, and then we were just like, guys, like, we really need to pray for each other. We prayed for about what felt like 2 hours. But I just remember it being a life-changing night. And ever since then, I just had this desire to grow with God and for Him to work through me, and realizing how much He had blessed me, because I started YouTube in 8th grade, and I had no idea the impact that it could have on people's lives. And sorry. I feel like everyone cries in their testimony, but I'm just so thankful for the grace of God, and that YouTube was a thing that I started out of fun, and God turned it into something totally different and something that I would have never imagined. And now I'm sitting here in front of you today, bringing you my testimony, and I'm just so excited to see what God has planned for my future and for your guys' future, because I've just seen comments throughout the year of people struggling with things, and just asking for advice from me. And, you know, I used to just try to give, you know, advice from my heart and everything, but at the time I wasn't following God. And now I'm just so thankful to say that I've been through enough and I've seen enough, and I just know that nothing can compare to having a relationship with Christ. And any advice that comes from Him is going to be for your benefit. And there's nothing like it. There's nothing like living a life for Christ. And yes, the same things are going to happen. There's still going to be struggle, and God's not going to grant every single wish that you have for yourself. But things that you might gain from praying and just coming to Him and having a strong relationship with Him is wisdom and peace, and the fact that you can have security in Him, and you don't have to have acceptance from everyone else. He's just there when no one else is, because we as humans fault in so many ways. And I could sit here and tell you that I'm going to be here for every single person in my life, and I'm going to try as hard as I can to be there for my friends and my family and everything. But I'm human and I fault, and so I ultimately now am looking for wisdom in the Bible, and I'm writing down anything that I can gain from it. And since I have a platform to share it, I'm going to share it on Instagram, I'm going to share it on Twitter, I'm going to share it in any way that I can bring to you guys, because that is my sole purpose on this earth, is to bring anybody that I can to Christ, with God working through me. Because if the greatest thing that I could be called on this earth is a servant of God, that is the greatest thing I could be. I just want to thank you guys for allowing me to share my testimony, and this year is all about growing for me and for being unashamed. Yeah, that's about it. If you would like to see more videos in this realm, if you could just leave a comment about that, that would be amazing. And if this touched you in any way, or you just appreciated me doing this video, because I was a little bit nervous and cautious about it, but I hope that you can respect that I have different views and opinions than you do. I love you guys so much, and if you would like to see more videos like this and be notified when I have more ones, you can subscribe. There's more videos in the I option up here. You can click that, hover over it, and there's going to be more videos down there. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to share my story, and if you could share this in any way possible over social media, I would appreciate it a lot, because I would just like to impact as many lives that God is hoping to impact. So thank you guys, and I love you so much. I'll see you in my next video. Deuces.